This is Alex. I'll be explaining lab 5, where we have to determine the length of two pendula and given the beat period, which is for me is 7 seconds. And then I'll show you, I'll put the length, determine length on this little virtual lab experiment here to see how, to see that it actually works. Okay, so f1 minus f2, so the difference in frequency, which is 1 over my period, given period is 7 seconds, it's equal to 0.14 hertz roughly. And then I would go ahead and set f1 frequency 1, it's equal to 0.705 hertz. Because the reason doing that is because our lab, in our lab, the length, if you look at the length, it's only 1 meter, so it's hard to determine the length if we calculate that the length first. So I would determine the different hertz, difference in hertz from the given period here. So f2 would just be, frequency 2 would just be f1 minus 1 over 7 period, 7 per second. It's equal to 0.56 hertz. And then 0.56 hertz is equal to 0.7789 seconds, which is period. And then we can find the length the second pendula through this equation. L, 2 pi times square root of L over G. And then through manipulation, we find L2 is equal to period over 2 pi, the whole thing squared times the gravity, G, acceleration, I should say. So L2 is equal to 0.786 meters. So we would have to use this number on the lab. And then, well, period 1 would just be this. There's actually an easier way to do it, but I would just do the whole thing again. Period 1 would just be 1 over this frequency. It's equal to 1.4 seconds. And L1, we just do the same thing to find the length to be 0.5 meters. So let's look at the lab right now. So I'll do 2 pendulas and set the first one to be 50 meters, right? 50 meters. Second one to be 0.786. So we can't go that precise here. We just go for 0.78, and it just, mass doesn't matter, but let's just set it to 1 kilo here. Okay, and then we will have a stopwatch here. Then let's pause the whole experiment, start a stopwatch, and then set both to -20 degrees. We would just have to watch when the stopwatch goes on at 7 seconds. These two pendulas would overlap each other. So let's see. Here we go. 7th second. There we go. 7th second. More or less 7.2 to my eye, but it's very close because, well, we're missing the 0.786 here.